evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore. Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-round. Teddy, do you ever get the sense when you see a guy who has good defensive movement with his head that it can also become predictable to his opponents?
Yeah, sometimes if you make that head movement from too far away, you can get time. You have to be close enough to draw the punch. Kind of like a batter in the batting box in baseball. You have to wait until the ball starts to break. If you start swinging too soon, you're going to miss that ball. You got to be close enough to get hit. And just before you get hit, then you move your head.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good defensive skill. Each man able to land an uppercut. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Nice block. Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. I guess it's already a sign of things to come. They are not wasting any time toe-to-toe in round one.
If this is an appetizer, please bring on the meal.
More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. Oh, and they decide to trade there. The greatest is resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
And another right hand comes in. He has taken a lot of punishment here.
Well, the special fighters find a way, even when it's desperate like this, to survive. He's got to find that way right now.
Holy cow! The Dragon right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Blocks the headshot. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. How about that four-punch combination? Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
Well-placed jab straight. Oh, and there you go. That's a massive left hand by the greatest. 3 consecutive punches by the greatest. Good-looking counter punch. Back upstairs he goes. The greatest corner has to feel good about what they just saw. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent. And Teddy, I mean, there are a lot of facets as to how you score a round. But at the end of the day, most people are going to go with the guy who landed more punches in a clean, effective way.
Yeah, exactly, especially if the other guy is not throwing enough. And right now, that's what's going on.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good counter punch. The Dragon's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Good looking counter punch. And he's able to land consecutive shots. Well done by the Dragon. Teddy, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power, they're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things. We can grab onto those things. But what about the talent of somebody being able to make a choice, a hard choice, in a very dark place?
A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. They're sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. The Dragon's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. The Dragon's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. A good block. The Greatest is back in his corner now, probably reflecting on what was a very solid round. Now, he didn't overwhelm his guy with a quantity of punches, but he was so effective with what he did put forth.
Yeah, you're right. You know, a lot of times people think that the muscles that count the most in any sport, and especially in this sport, such a difficult sport, is, you know, the biceps, the physical things that you see, you know, the chest, the back. You know, this guy's got the strong muscle up top, you know, over his shoulders, in between his shoulders, his brain. And that's why he's picking the spot so well. That muscle is serving him to win this fight right now.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. And a smart left hand by the Greatest. Boy, that's a heck of a job there, landing a three-punch combination. The Dragon's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their lives.
And now they're trading blows.
Keep working the body.
1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
The Greatest last round is a good example of what can happen when you just stay active. He threw more punches, he landed more punches. You can see the punch stats here, and it really paid off for him.
Yeah, what's that old saying? With great power comes great responsibility, and with great punch stats or high punch stats comes danger sometimes. Well, I made that one up. I don't know if there's actually a saying for that. But that's where you got to be careful. Yeah, the punch numbers are real high, but the more you throw, the more chance of somebody catching you as you're throwing. He has to be aware of that.